Hi, I want to share with you a bit tonight about St Dominic Savio, a young boy from Don Bosco's oratory who died just before his 15th birthday. And even though he died so young, he's now a canonised saint in the church. And Dominic's often portrayed as being somebody who was super holy. Some people might even say that he doesn't have a lot to say to the young people of today. But I don't think that's true. Don Bosco tells us that even though Dominic was very pious in his prayers, even though he hated fighting and arguing, he was still a normal boy who enjoyed doing the normal things that teenage lads do. And Dominic was always full of life in the playground and on the football pitch. He was able to get conversation going with the other lads, with an interesting story or a fun joke. And if he saw or he felt that things were getting a wee bit out of hand, he could usually diffuse the situation so that the boys weren't criticising and being down on each other. And his cheerful smile and his positive attitude was something that really rubbed off on everybody, even on the boys that weren't that too keen on religion. And at the same time, Dominic had a really close and personal friendship with Jesus and Mary. He regularly stopped what he was doing to talk to Jesus and to pray. And just before he made his first Holy Communion at 7 years old, he wrote down for himself the resolution, Jesus and Mary will be my best friends. And that friendship with Jesus and with Mary continued to grow throughout his life. As Dominic got older, he really wanted to be a saint. He had heard Don Bosco at Mass one Sunday talking about becoming saints, and that was really his goal, what he wanted to do. And he thought that in order to do that, he had to do penances, he had to give things up, he had to make things difficult for himself. So he started to fast on bread and water. He started to try and make his bed uncomfortable by putting stones underneath it or by sleeping with just a thin blanket in the winter. And when Don Bosco and Dominic's confessor found out about this, they said to him, no, Dominic, you don't have to do that. Okay? For a young boy, that's not necessary. Don Bosco told Dominic that for a teenager like him, the best penance would be to do everything that he was asked to do with a smile. So to do his homework, to do his chores, to do the things that he didn't like doing. That was the biggest sacrifice. But one day, Dominic said to Don Bosco, he said, but can't I do some other penance? Can't I do some other fasting? And Don Bosco said this to him. He said, Dominic, of course you can. He said, you can fast from getting angry with people that annoy you. You can fast from being down in the dumps and being grumpy when you're tired or when you're not feeling well. You can fast from losing your temper at people that are maybe getting on your nerves. Those are great penances for someone your age. So what about you? What will you fast from this Lent? Maybe you will give up some food that you really, really like. Maybe you'll fast from some screen time so that you can spend more time with your family and with God. Maybe you'll fast from an attitude that you know isn't very helpful in your relationship with others. But whatever you decide to fast from, offer it to God with a smile and with a prayer, particularly when you're finding it challenging or a wee bit difficult. Good night.